Weather looks a lot like how it did last month for us, at least in Rhode Island, when we had our own share of flash flooding. But thankfully, the weather's been fairly dry since, and it remains that way going into tonight. In fact, we're clearing out just some patchy cloud cover, and that is about it. That's after several days in a row with overcast conditions. Haven't seen much of the sunshine, but it is back as of this afternoon, and it's going to stick around for several more days in a row. High pressure drifting in, so that's helping clear everything out. We're going to stay dry and sunny locally through the middle of tomorrow, and that high pressure sticks around for Thursday. So as you can see, weather systems stay to our north, high pressure stays anchored overhead. That means clear weather for Thursday as well as Friday, even though that high pressure drifts off. So the rest of the work week looking quiet, but note, there are some changes on the horizon. There's a cold front, there's plenty of rainfall, but this likely doesn't arrive until Sunday. So we may have a couple more dry days to enjoy before we start to see plenty of changes, not just with the return of rain, but there is much cooler air behind this front. We'll address that coming up later in the forecast. In the meantime, while we have the sunshine, dry conditions, temperatures are hovering right at around 80 degrees. We've cooled off slightly since this afternoon, 79 right now. Feels like 80 with that slight humidity in the air, and we're going to have conditions just like this for the next several days in a row. Slightly humid, temperatures staying warm, and we see lots of sunshine over the next several days, all thanks to that high pressure overhead. So the rest of today staying in the 70s through sunset, and even a little after sunset, 60s to 50s after that. And like we've seen the past couple nights, patchy fog possible, but not likely to be widespread or slow you down too much in the morning. And then it feels like summer the next several days in a row. In fact, could even heat up into the middle 80s by the time we get to Friday. We're going to see this weather stick around into Saturday too, with that slight humidity in the air. Now it stays quiet into the start of the weekend. End of the weekend, different story and possibly different season. Cold front arrives Sunday. That could bring some scattered showers. Then much cooler weather on top of that. Sunday really cools off, and wait till you see what happens next week behind that cold front. It really starts to look and feel like fall by the time we get to about this point next week. So low 80s next 4 days in a row with dry conditions. Sunday down to 71 with a chance for rain. And yes, 67 in the forecast for next Monday before we rebound a little from there. And your most accurate 10-day forecast looks like we'll stay closer to the low 70s to mid 70s looking long term, so we don't necessarily stay in those much cooler 60s in fall-like weather for long, but you can start to see some changes on the horizon, and this is one of the reasons why I like September, is you get the best of both worlds. You still get that summer-like feel for a few days, but then fall kind of sneaks in every so often. Now, probably by the end of the month, it's going to be a lot more days in the 60s, but we'll take that one little hint for now.
Yeah, we have to get ready for that. It's on the way.
Yeah, that's right.